What a beautiful morning. And I wake up, open my tent, and I see the sheep just grazing away outside my tent. Well, at least they're cutting the grass and not leaving any thing to be walked back into the tent, I suppose. Woke up at 3 o'clock. I was like, I am too tired and I hurt. So I went back to sleep. Woke up again, went back to sleep, woke up, went back to sleep. So hopefully I'm rested enough for the day. I have my solar panel out and it is charging nicely in the sun there. Need to get that up so I can have another few days of it. So yeah, breakfast is overnight oats. Can't beat overnight oats. Cup of coffee and a Monster. Just what a girl needs. And then I'll decide what I'm doing for the day. Slightly different picture from yesterday. I'm actually in shorts and a t-shirt, no rain mac. The skies are blue as the eye can see. And I'm now on my way to Peaks Cavern, also known as the Devils Arse. So I'm sure I will find out a little bit more about that. So just a little walk into Castleton and then I'm at Peak Cavern.
And traditionally, a girl will do this from about 8 years old up to the age of 16. And of course, their rope are a lot longer, 300 foot long, 60 strands wide, that's 18,000 feet, and it's 5,208 feet a mile. That works out about 3.5 miles of string just for one rope. And that's why it takes so long to make it, because it's already at least an hour of work just to do this part. That's before you even start spinning anything. So you just pull all this tight, you get the top piece of string, wrap it around the top one, then you do the same with the bottom. The average work week down here would be about 6 days a week, 12 to 14 hours a day, and Sunday was always your day off. Now, the rope makers did a couple of things on a Sunday. First of all, they would go to church, and the other thing they would do, the head they were using to make the ropes, well, they would save the leaves, dry them out in the sun, and on a Sunday, pop them in a pipe and smoke the head, and you could always tell at church. They seemed a lot happier than everybody else for some reason. Even nowadays, it's only when you have the concerts, you can still smell the head out here. Not sure why. So you try the send off, just like that. And then put this piece of wood here, that's called a top. All this does is it separates the strands. If we start to spin the rope at full speed now, it's going to be an absolute nightmare at this end. Everything will get tangled up. If you're making a big 60 strand rope though, you want the top about that big, sort of two boys walking up and down the length of the cave all day long. And then this here, just a spinner, this lets the rope spin freely. You don't need it just yet, just pop it on there. Now there is one thing that I'm missing though, and that's a volunteer. So would anybody like to help me make the rope? It would traditionally be a child, yeah, perfect. So then my volunteer is going to be at this end on the jack. You're going to see in a moment why I chose that end for myself. Do you get bored very easily? No, that's a good thing. You make a perfect rope maker. A couple of things just before you start. I assume you know your clockwise and your anti-clockwise. Yeah, always helpful. And the other important thing, just keep your hair and your fingers and stuff away from this cock while it's spinning. Never seen it happen, but I assume you get anything trapped in there. Very nice. The other important thing, once you're holding the handle, keep hold of the handle the entire time. If you let go, start to spin by itself. So then, whenever you're ready, we're going to be going anti-clockwise. So that direction for you. Go. Roll big pressure if you can. Perfect. So you'll see the 6 strands are now going to start to twist into 3 pieces of cord. A little bit quicker as you can. Perfect. They're all twisting together, and in a moment the tension's going to start to build up. That means very important for my assistant, it's going to get harder to spin in a moment. You've got to drag the sledge forwards a little bit. You'll feel it just about now, pretty much. When you're making 60 strand rope, the tension behind it is about 10 times harder than this. Very, very difficult to spin. A little bit more, you're always there. You slowly bring the wheels forwards. And stop. Perfect. Just keep hold of the handle 1 second. We take this end off, send the sledge back a bit, and hook it on. So we're going the same direction this time, anti-clockwise, but twice as fast. Perfect. Hold this together. Like that. Bit more, keep going. In a second, it will shoot up. There we go. Perfect. Little tiny bit more, keep going. And stop just there. Perfect. Just keep hold of the handle 1 second. So
that was money well spent. It was just amazing because like you learnt so much about it, about the lead miners and everything, and you got to go and experience a little bit of caving really, and sort of like you had to squat down because there were some places that were really, really small, and I thought I was going to be quite nervous, like confined spaces, but actually it was really, really cool. And we got to see the Devil's Arse, and we now know what it's got. 2 meanings to it. Jack was our tour guide. He was fabulous. These tour guides are all amazing. Thank you, Jack. And yeah, there we have it. And I am now going to head into Castleton and have a cup of coffee. So I will then decide what I'm going to do next. So I am now off to walk up Mam Tor. I didn't get to do the sunrise, and I don't really fancy walking down it. I have actually bought myself a walking pole after my few falls and that yesterday. And after all that walking I did yesterday, I have actually found a shortcut to Speedwell Cavern. There's the campsite, there's the Cavern. Oops. Oh well. At least my trip up to Mam Tor is going to be less. I can't believe that. I really can't believe that. Just going to see how to get across there though. I'm going to go and have a look. So yes, I found a shortcut, which is literally across a field. So I don't have to go all the way down the road and then all the way back up again. And look at the little... I had to fit through there. So glad I lost 4.5 stone with Slimming World. Right, Mam Tor, here I come. Nearly there. So now I finally made it to the top of Mam Tor. So okay, isn't a sunrise or a sunset, but I'm actually quite pleased I've still got here, and look at the views. They are just amazing. And just sitting here having a bit of a rest. It took me 88 minutes to get up here, and just taking it all in. It's well worth it. Very nice. I want to start breaking into song. I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation. Yeah. That's just, yeah, that was so bad. No, I'm not going to edit that out. I have absolutely realised that although my sense of direction isn't that great, I do sort of have a sense of direction, and I was able to find a cut through. I was looking across fields and I thought maybe I could cut across there, and actually it worked, and I did find a shorter way. So, you know, I think I did okay. It's just, I guess, getting that confidence, and the more I do it, the more confident I'm going to get. And if you think you're going to go wrong, you probably are going to go wrong. So yeah, there's something to that, I think.